Scott's got a second dose of Narcan administered.
We as a society have become more and more addicted.
He has a pulse.
He has a pulse? Where are the drugs coming from?
Very violent, savage, criminal organizations.
Possibly an overdose. Give me 1 second, okay?
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug that we've ever seen in the United States.
Big deep breath. Big deep breath.
This is pretty much full.
This is the evidence room at the DEA office in Chicago, full of more than 40,000 pieces of evidence, including a laundry list of illegal drugs. This is where drugs end up after busts, if the drugs don't make it to the homes of Michiana families first.
1 Narcan administered, 109.
Just 2 milligrams of fentanyl, the amount making up the spec on this penny, can be deadly.
So that's a lethal dose of fentanyl.
A person using illicit fentanyl has better chances playing Russian roulette with a revolver. This is nearly 10,000 pills of fentanyl made to look like oxycodone. The DEA estimates 4 out of every 10 of these could be a lethal dose.
People are not intentionally trying to overdose. People are not intentionally trying to kill themselves. But they are going out, they're buying these fake pills and just really having no idea what is in it.
The newest numbers from the CDC paint a grim picture. Fentanyl killed more Americans between the ages of 18 and 45 than car crashes, COVID-19, cancer, and suicide. But I want to take you beyond those numbers tonight and share the story of a local 26-year-old named Austin Wilson. Austin recently battled depression and anxiety and died alone after overdosing on fentanyl. All it took was 1 pill, and it changed the lives of his family forever.
They said they found him, and he was cold, and they didn't really know for sure what happened.
Austin Wilson was found dead in a camper on October 28th in Cass County, Michigan.
Hugging your brother from, like a body bag is just something that you don't forget.
I've got multiple shot spotters, 813, 842, Huey for multiple rounds.
It happens daily, especially once it starts getting warm. It's crazy over here. Sometimes it's hourly.
Welcome to South Bend, a version you may not have seen before. Last year, residents picked up their phones and called South Bend police 769 times to report shots fired.
Now up and down this block, which is the 1300 block of Huey, everywhere you look, in pretty much all of the houses on both sides of the street, you can see bullet holes. In some houses, they've peppered the house more than 1 time. In one house, we saw as many as 7. And then one owner showed us this, bullet holes that go back 2 years in this tree. You can still see them here. This one was a .45 caliber slug you had to dig out.
I've literally been sitting here on my steps, and a friend of mine almost got shot in the head because the bullet went into the house next door.
Allegations of racism leveled at a group of ex-Elkhart police officers known as the Wolverines. ABC57 night team anchor Tim Spears investigates their alleged crimes. Can Elkhart PD escape its past if they refuse to face it? The Elkhart Police Saga, The Wolverines, Monday after the NBA Finals, only on ABC57 News Night Team.
I was just told stories about it.
Issues as far as excessive force, brutality.
Everybody deserves justice.
They would lie, cheat, defraud,
and systemic misconduct existed.
Do we want to keep digging things up?
I always questioned everything.
I think I'm done.
Raise your right hand.
This is former Elkhart Police Chief James J. Ivory testifying in a sworn deposition.
I do.
This testimony is the first known record of a former or current Elkhart City official admitting to the existence of an all-white group of rogue cops inside the Elkhart Police Department that targeted minority neighborhoods for years.
Did you come to learn of a group of officers in the Elkhart Police Department who call themselves the Wolverines?
Yes.
Over the years, The Elkhart Police Department is kind of taking it on the chin a few times.
Chris Seymour took over as chief in 2020 under similar circumstances as Ivory, tasked with changing the culture of the Elkhart Police Department. He made it clear past misconduct isn't something he's focused on.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I don't want to live in the past, okay? I can't answer for what people did 30 plus years ago.
So what is being done today for people put in prison by members of the Wolverines? And if there was a pattern of misconduct, what is being done to investigate possible wrongful convictions for people still sitting in prison? Nothing. Do you believe that the city should review any cases involving officers that were implicated in potential misconduct?
Not my job.
The city, county, and Elkhart Police Department all said they will not reopen cases or review past convictions that involved officers responsible for any of Elkhart's growing list of wrongful convictions. Stunning new details tonight on a 30-year-old mystery in Berrien County. What really happened to Eric McGinnis? Tonight, we finally may have an answer. The Michigan Attorney General's office ruling the case a homicide instead of the accidental drowning as it was originally determined. ABC 57 anchor Brian Conybear helped solve the case when a witness came forward to him with what really happened. He's live on the South Pier in St. Joe, Michigan, where the deadly incident played out. Brian.
Yeah, Tim, the Michigan Attorney General's office now confirms this is the site where 16-year-old Eric McGinnis lost his life 3 decades ago.
Eric McGinnis, 16 years old. His body pulled from the St. Joseph River 5 days after he disappeared. Investigators ruled Eric's death an accidental drowning. For 30 years, questions lingered, but the river kept the secret. Eric's death wasn't an accidental drowning. He was murdered.
He said he did a roundhouse kick and kicked Eric in the head, and we fell in the St. Joseph River.
After a witness came forward to ABC 57 News, the case was reopened last year, and investigators just determined this was no accident. The meandering St. Joseph River has long been a natural divider between Benton Harbor and St. Joe, Michigan, geographically, culturally, and racially. Benton Harbor is 85% black, poor, and struggling economically. St. Joseph is an upscale beach town full of tourists in the summer and 85% white. But the mysterious death of Eric McGinnis drove that existing division even deeper.
You could actually park on the beach then. There wasn't much down there.
Michael Batson was 26 years old at the time and at Silver Beach with a friend on May 17, 1991, the night Eric McGinnis was killed. Show me where you were parked then. We walked to the exact spot Batson, who's now a registered sex offender, and his friend sat in his car, rolling a joint and watching the waves at about 8:30 that evening, when they saw something unusual.
Black kid was running, and when I first saw him, he had one white guy chasing him, a second person, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth.
And they were all chasing Eric McGinnis?
Yes. The first one to notice us was the lead pursuer, Curtis Pitts.
Batson and his friend drove around, down by the pier, under the M63 bridge along the river, up along the bluff downtown, and back down to Lions Park Beach, finally ending up back in the exact same spot at Silver Beach as it was starting to get dark. The 5 people chasing Eric suddenly pulled up next to Batson's car, some of them soaking wet.
I recognized a couple of the pursuers were in the back seat. I said, "Where's the guy?" And then I got the answer that he's sleeping in the dune grass.
During an exclusive, in-depth interview with ABC 57 News, Michael Batson describes for the very first time publicly what happened next.
Curtis Pitts got out of the back passenger side, and as soon as he got out, he did a goose step, which is more commonly known as a Nazi march. And as he got close to me, I was watching his feet and his legs, and he did a Heil Hitler salute and just shaved his hand right through my hair. I looked back at Curtis. He told me, "We can take care of you." And then his fingers started poking me in the chest. "Right now, just like we took care of that f***ing nigger."
Show me your hands! hands right now! Get out here!
When every second is critical, how does law enforcement train to respond? This week on ABC 57's Beyond the Badge, Brenda Coopson takes you on the front lines of an active shooter drill.
This scenario, we come in here and it's real world.
Thursday at 10 on ABC 57 News Night Team on the CW25.
Watch the door. Clear.
Your kid taking those rounds.
We go over and over and over, and each time it gets better and better and better. I'd rather get shot 1,000 times up here than one time out there, because I can learn from that. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to protect and serve the community.
I served this country for 4 years in the Marine Corps. Then I worked the streets of New York with the NYPD for 17 years. Now I'm here to serve you. I'm Kevin Wormholt, and I'm Michiana's problem solver.
He would not answer his phone at all. I emailed him, texted him, I wrote on his business page.
So I decided to take a drive and talk to the Braves myself to try and get some answers. Kevin Wormholt, ABC57 News. I'm looking for John Bray. Before I headed back to South Bend, I tried to speak to John Bray Jr. one more time. The reason I'm here is Paul and Tanika. Are you under one roof construction? Can you tell your side of the story? We gave John an opportunity to explain himself, but he declined. We're here to do a test because we've received numerous complaints about speeding in the school zone. When we used the radar, the school zone lights were on, and the speed limit is 25 miles per hour during dismissal. 49. 57. That's a cop car. 53. With no emergency lights. Is that recording? We observed a St. Joseph County Police Department vehicle with no lights or sirens speeding through the school zone. I reached out to St. Joseph County Sheriff Bill Redmond to see what he had to say about it. He didn't speak about this on camera, but did inform me he's looking into this matter.
This is just the beginning.
Dangerously cold wind chills.
Blizzard-like conditions.
A holiday blizzard on its way to Michiana.
This will impact holiday travel across the board.
ABC 57's award-winning First Warning neighborhood weather team is ahead of the storm.
Everyone will see high-impact, very dangerous winter weather.
When winter weather threatens Michiana, stick with the ABC 57 News First Warning Weather Team. That's the difference. That's ABC 57 News.
The holiday blizzard is upending travel plans and family Christmas celebrations. The blizzard warning, now in effect for much of Michiana, was just extended until 1 p.m. Saturday by the National Weather Service.
Yeah, we've got extensive ABC 57 live team coverage all night long for you on this blizzard, with crews out across Michiana monitoring the rapidly changing conditions in real time.
Holy moly, it is coming down hard. The snow is blowing all over. It's going sideways. I mean, just look at my hair. Just look at my microphone.
Those small flakes blowing right into your face, right in your eyes. It's not fun being out here.
It is a collision here with a semi and a sedan. We do have confirmed reports that there are injuries, and these conditions here, although not that intimidating right now, are very blustery and still very icy.
All day Friday, severe cold on top of everything else, which is why if you get stuck outside in the snow, this turns dangerous, if not deadly.
With temperatures below zero, it makes it borderline impossible for road crews to de-ice these roadways effectively because it is so cold, and it's going to continue to be that way as we head throughout the morning.
When the wind picks up, you can tell right now, oh my gosh, the drifting and blowing snow you're talking about, we've got a pretty great look here in Niles.
The holiday blizzard making travel treacherous today. 9 semis pile up on I-94 in Berrien County, shutting down the highway for hours. And with accidents nearly everywhere tonight, police are asking everyone to stay off the roads and stay safe. Some snowplows even being pulled off the road due to the dangerous whiteout conditions.
Case in point, you can see just how bad the conditions get when that wind picks up.
Very, very low visibility, strong winds. It hasn't stopped all day, and in fact, it's only gotten worse.
When the wind chill is below 18 or lower, it only takes 15 minutes for you to get frostbite.
Right now it's so cold, you're out for any period of time, it hurts. I put this water bottle out just a half hour ago.
It's solid right now.
When severe weather threatens Michiana, turn to the ABC57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather Team.
This is a serious storm, and it's likely growing into a greater complex of storms.
The only station with live team coverage.
The power is completely out.
Tracking the storm minute by minute as it happened.
Elkhart 910, Goshen 928.
Staying with you throughout the storm.
We're not done here. This really is the most dangerous storm.
That's the difference. That's ABC57 News.
Take a look at what happened. This is that giant tree that I showed you at 5:30, and this is the Chevy SUV that was completely crushed by it. Imagine if someone was sitting in the passenger seat here.
We went down to the basement, and by 10 minutes later, we come upstairs, looked out the window, the tree was down. We never heard it hit the ground or nothing. The wind was blowing so hard.
ABC 57 has been warning you about this storm for nearly a week now.
As a massive winter storm threatened Michiana.
As promised, it snowed all day.
Only the ABC57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather Team tracked the storm minute by minute.
Live storm of the season coverage throughout the day, live cut-ins, social media.
With hour-by-hour coverage, alerting you when the storm hit. No one covered the storm of the season like ABC57 News. No one. That's the difference. That's ABC57 News.
I feel like I'm in a snow globe. That snow is literally kind of pelting me in the face here this morning.
This is the slosh that you're working with. Again, it's still a bit of a wintry mix here in Warsaw, so you put this out on the roadway and it is making for some slick conditions.
This morning it was really wet snow. I mean, it was shoveling it. My back's a little sore from that. Now, what we're getting now, the snow's a little bit lighter. I'm trying to make that snowball here, but it just falls apart.
How it's looking, not great. I mean, you kind of just have to assume where the lane is at the moment.
We want to just get a little check about how much snow we have here in New Buffalo with our ABC 57 snow stick. So let's put it in. Okay, it's just about disappeared. We're at almost 11 inches.
ABC57's Neighborhood Weather Team wants to teach you about severe weather. This Sunday, join us for a 30-minute special to help teach parents and children about the importance of severe weather. Learn how dangerous weather forms and how you can keep your family safe. ABC57's Project Tornado has everything you need to prepare you for when severe weather strikes.
If a tornado happened right now while you're at home, what would you do? Where would you go? The goal during a tornado is to find your safe spot. A basement, if you have one, is the best place to be.
If you don't have a basement, an interior room of your house, such as a bathroom like this, works best in trying to survive a tornado.
If you live in an apartment, not a house, you still want to get away from any glass windows or doors like this, and you should still head into an interior room like a closet or bathroom. Or you can come under here, the staircase, and this is your apartment safe spot.
It's time to believe in miracles again.
It's time to make another miracle happen.
Join ABC57 News and morning meteorologist Macy Tetrick.
I could hug you.
Yes, I'll take a hug.
As we give the gift of giving 57 minutes at a time.
I really needed a miracle. Thank you so much. Can I give you a hug? Yes.
ABC57's 57-Minute Miracle. New stories every Thursday starting at 5 p.m. only on ABC57 News.
Here's how it works. Meteorologist Macy Tetrick approaches a stranger at random out on the street, and she asks if he or she knows anyone in need of a holiday miracle. If that miracle maker could get Macy to the person in 57 minutes or less, Macy will give them $570 cash, no strings attached.
Can you think off the top of your head of anybody who might need a holiday miracle? We're looking for someone who may be in need of a holiday miracle. A little bit of cheer. I feel weird right now. We're in a library. I have to whisper. I'm gonna have to ask people really, really quietly. So, do you want to make a miracle happen for her? Yeah.
She is currently in remission with cancer.
She is our surrogate, so she's carrying our baby this holiday season.
The caveat is that we have to do it in 57 minutes or less, and you have to take us to Rhonda.
Okay. Okay, we can do that.
So let me pull out my phone. I'm gonna get the official timer started here. The timer is going right now. I don't even have an address of where we're going. Literally just following this truck right now.
Oh, you're on your way to the library right now.
Here we go. Oh, look at this. They're already hugging over here. This is so sweet. We want to give you $570 to make the holidays a little easier for you this year. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. We'd like to provide you with $570 for the end of the year here for the holidays.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're here this year. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I was diagnosed with cancer right before Christmas last year, so it's been a heck of a year.
She's our miracle. Right? She deserves every bit of this. I know you. What's going through your head right now? My kid's gonna have a Christmas.
My mother died in January, and then I've been struggling with bills and homelessness.
52 minutes and we made a miracle happen.
God put us in that spot, and you happen to be there too.
Exactly.
So.
It's been 2 years of lockdowns, mask mandates, variants, and virtual learning. But as COVID cases start to wane and the pandemic threat fades, a new day is dawning in Michiana. ABC 57 News takes an in-depth look at the pandemic, the tragedies, triumphs, and changes to all our lives, plus where we go from here. Tracking the coronavirus 2 years later, an ABC 57 News half-hour special, Friday at 5:30, only on ABC 57 News.
Do you worry from a public trust standpoint we're in a better position or a worse position?
No, I think we're in a much worse position. There is some segment of the population that simply has lost all confidence in any public health recommendation.
We've heard about all the healthcare heroes getting burned out. We spoke to you back in January. You mentioned nurses and other workers would at times be in tears. How difficult is it working in a hospital these days after 2 years of the pandemic?
It really has felt like a race. We started running it like a sprint, but it really has been a marathon.
Now, as COVID restrictions are being lifted across the country, teachers are facing a new challenge. Tonight on The Learning Curve, ABC 57 morning anchor Summer Haran takes us to the Knox Community Schools.
Did you get that one?
Yes. You'll remember these faces from ABC 57's first Learning Curve story back in 2020. Now, 2 years later, while the faces may not have changed, their stories certainly have.
It seems like forever ago.
Where are you and how are you teaching now?
So if a student is quarantined or needs to stay home for a little bit of time, then I will still teach virtually. As I'm teaching my class, I'll have the computer open and they can watch me as I'm teaching.
What I've noticed is the kids coming back, there are gaps. But with the gaps, teachers, we do review.
2 + 1 is? 3. If I could tell the parents anything, it's we love your kids. We're doing everything we can. Are they a little behind? Yep, but we're working as hard as we can to make up for that gap, and we're doing everything that we think is right for your child.
A city in crisis. Mayor Marcus Muhammad declaring a local state of emergency today in the city of Benton Harbor because of the lead contamination in water. Toxic water full of lead from decaying pipes.
To replace all lead service lines is a Mount Everest of a job.
Flowing right into homes, businesses, and schools.
I don't even really know what's going on. What's in the water? Is it just lead?
Benton Harbor, on the beautiful but icy shore of Lake Michigan, seems like one of the most unlikely places on Earth to be struggling to provide clean, safe drinking water to its residents. The city is just under 4.5 square miles and virtually surrounded by fresh water. Lake Michigan to the west, the St. Joseph River to the south, and the Paw Paw River to the north. How difficult has it been for you on a day-to-day basis? How many things have you had to change since they said don't use the tap water?
Almost everything. Gotta brush your teeth with it. Baths, cooking for the most part. It is mind-boggling to wash your dishes. Like, you're using a case of water almost every hour.
Is the water coming out of this building safe to drink? Is it when it leaves here?
Where it's not the water source, where the contamination is, it's in the infrastructure.
Benton Harbor Mayor Marcus Muhammad gave ABC 57 News a brief tour of the facility, recently hit with dozens of violations by the Environmental Protection Agency. But because of security restrictions, we were not allowed to record the plant's machinery, pumps, or other inner workings.
We're working with the EPA, we're working with Eagle to correct any things that need to be corrected.
Meeks Construction, a black-owned company based in Benton Harbor, got the first contract to locate, dig up, and if necessary, replace hundreds of decaying lead and galvanized pipes underground, some of them more than 100 years old. Because nearly every city in America has aging infrastructure and old lead pipes, you may be asking one day, what's in your water?
Live from Michiana, this is ABC 57 News with breaking news.
We begin tonight with the major breaking news from the nation's capital, where protesters have descended on the U.S. Supreme Court. This is a look at the protests at this hour, and it comes just hours after the High Court ruling reversed the landmark case Roe versus Wade, sending power over abortion rights right back to individual states. That major decision today, reversing nearly 50 years of federal protections for abortion rights. The 6-3 decision coming down in a Mississippi case called Dobbs versus Jackson. Joining us now for her reaction to this landmark decision is Indiana 2nd District Representative Jackie Walorski. Thank you very much for taking the time.
You bet. Thank you.
What's your initial reaction here to Roe versus Wade being overturned after more than 50 years of precedent?
It's a historic day. I will never forget this day. And I'm so excited because to have the law of the land basically say the sanctity of life stands and life wins today.
People turned out in force on both sides of the abortion debate to make their voices heard about this controversial special session that just got underway today. Protesters getting loud outside the Indiana State House this evening after a controversial special session got underway.
The question's on the adoption of the motion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed nay. Senate stands in adjournment.
But as soon as the Republican-dominated state Senate gavelled into session, they recessed into closed-door meetings and heard testimony from both sides of the heated debate over banning abortion statewide. Why did you make the trip down here today? What's your message for the lawmakers?
I believe it's important that every woman, no matter what their view on abortion is, realizes that choice is up to every woman and their doctor.
At one point, pro-choice protesters entered a pro-life rally in the State House atrium on the 4th floor, and people shouted over each other. Michiana Republican lawmakers told ABC 57 they were too busy in meetings and hearings to do an on-camera interview today, but Democratic State Representative David Nigodsky was amazed by the passion from both sides.
The people are here today from both sides speaking their voices. It is the people's house. I cannot disrespect that.
Sad day for women. It's a sad day for the state of Indiana.
Today starts a new era across the state of Indiana with the controversial near-total abortion ban officially taking effect. It means 95% of all abortions performed across the state last year would now be illegal this year.
An Indiana judge is temporarily blocking the state's near-total abortion ban, following legal action from the ACLU and abortion providers.
Because of this pause placed on the ban, abortion providers like Whole Women's Health here and Planned Parenthood will be able to provide abortions once again to patients until a final decision can be made.
From Michiana, this is ABC 57 News with breaking news.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming here on ABC 57 News with breaking news. A tragic car crash in Elkhart County, Indiana today has claimed the life of Indiana 2nd District Congresswoman Jackie Walorski. The Elkhart County Sheriff's Office just confirming Congresswoman Jackie Walorski was killed in a quadruple fatal crash today.
Now, this crash happened just after 12:30 on State Road 19 and State Road 119, just north of Napanee.
Here is the scene. I'm being told these are live images of the crash scene. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 police vehicles on scene, a tow truck, people working the scene. But we're joined now live via Zoom by Michigan Republican Congressman Fred Upton, a neighbor right across the Indiana border. What went through your mind today, sir, when you heard this horrible news?
Well, I was stunned. Actually, I saw your report, Channel 57, is what alerted me to this just in the last hour. She was a dear friend. I have heard from dozens of colleagues just heartbroken.
You take a look here. Right outside the door of her Mishawaka office is a single bouquet of flowers. Now, this first memorial is from a U.S. military veteran paying his respects.
I usually don't even cry at funerals, but it's taken a lot of me today.
Representative Walorski died in a car accident last week in Elkhart County, along with 2 of her top staffers and a local Napanee woman.
Walorski was 58 years old, just 2 weeks shy of her birthday, in fact, and running for a 6th term in Congress when that tragic accident claimed all of their lives. The funeral service is set to begin in about 30 minutes. This is a live look outside the Granger Community Church right now, where as many as 2,000 people are expected to celebrate the life and legacy of Jackie Walorski. Of course, ABC57 News has extensive live team coverage of the services for Congresswoman Walorski, both here on air, and we're also streaming it all live on our website at abc57.com.
We have crews outside the church along the procession route and at the South Lawn Cemetery, where a huge garrison flag is flying in Walorski's honor today. We will check in with all of them throughout our special coverage today.
Multiple members of Congress and other elected officials and community leaders are expected to attend the funeral this morning, many of them flying into the airport on special charter planes from Washington, D.C. There you see Governor Eric Holcomb. He is one of the speakers expected.
Indiana, indeed America, lost one of our finest.
We have truly lost one of the best of us.
Jackie Walorski will be laid to rest at South Lawn Cemetery in South Bend with military honors. The funeral procession is approaching this garrison flag, flying right now in honor of the late Congresswoman Jackie Walorski.
You're seeing the funeral procession now entering the cemetery itself at South Lawn. Again, ABC57 has been given permission by the Walorski and Swihart families to have a camera and a vehicle in the procession so that people at home, you folks watching, can feel as though you are a part of this moment in history.
This is the moment that Michiana, has been waiting to see all day. I mean, even talking about it now, I can feel myself getting a little choked up. I was able to talk with Congresswoman, Woman Walorski quite a few times, and she just had a beautiful presence about her. It's a hard day for all of Michiana, especially, for us natives who call it home.
No explanation is necessary when the officer comes to your door and says, we got to go in and sit down.
A tragedy that left the Michiana community in shock. Tonight, a loving and devoted husband opening up about the day he lost his beloved wife.
The tragic day started like many others for Dean, running errands.
I'm getting phone calls that nobody can get phone calls and texts that nobody can get a hold of Jackie, Emma, or Zach.
He got home and pulled out his iPad to track Jackie's phone. As he was heading out the door, he was stopped in his tracks by the knock of a police officer.
He says, Dean, we got to come inside and sit down.
It's your voice, your vote.
Welcome to ABC 57 special Your Voice, Your Vote election coverage.
As Michiana took to the polls, ABC 57 News was there.
Michiana voters out making their voices heard this midterm election day.
With results minute by minute, capturing history as it unfolded.
Democrat Gretchen Whitmer will serve another term as Michigan governor.
No one covers elections in Michiana like ABC 57 News. See the difference with ABC 57 News.
Election results are rolling in, but there are some delays in St. Joseph County.
A large number of voters waiting in line led to the polls being open a little longer than had been expected.
Republican Todd Young is heading back to Washington for another 6-year term.
Less than a half hour after polls closed, organizers here were already talking about when he would take his speech.
There's a lot going on tonight, the excitement mounting more and more here at 11:05 as these supporters, these constituents have waited it out hours to see face to face with their hopeful Governor Whitmer.
The US 31 bypass stalled for 50 years. ABC 57's Brian Conybeare investigates how one small discovery caused decades of big delays. Don't miss the butterfly effect. ABC 57 News 30-minute special report, Wednesday at 5:30, only on ABC 57 News.
Whether it's in snow, sleet, rain, or sun, US 31 carries thousands of vehicles across the Indiana-Michigan border every single day. What do you think about the fact that they're, after all these years, they're finally opening?
A miracle.
I didn't think it would be in my lifetime because I had hope until they found the butterflies.
Ah, the butterflies. It just seemed odd that something, that big could stop a project this huge, right?
It did.
After more than 30 years of stop and start progress, those spotted butterflies threw MDOT a curveball in 2004. They actually had to redesign the final 3 miles of blacktop, making a left turn to avoid the Blue Creek Fen, a spring-fed marsh just off 31 where the endangered Mitchell's satyr lives and breeds.
They just have a little bit to finish up right here.
ABC57 News got an exclusive tour of the new lanes of US 31 in Benton Township this fall, just before they opened to traffic in early November. For more than 20 years, this highway to nowhere ended right here. US 31 North ended here, and the new highway starts here. And it will eventually connect directly to I-94 and I-196 just north of here. And long-haul trucker Jeff Young, who drives the route virtually every week, couldn't be happier it finally did happen, even if he's about to retire from the road himself.
Awesome. Thumbs up.
Get on the bus. Next stop, Notre Dame Stadium.
From the green, blue, and gold to the sound of 77,000 strong.
From the house that Rockne built to the dynasty of Ara Parseghian, this is the next era of Notre Dame football.
The legacy, the passion, the tradition. That is Notre Dame football.
ABC57 kickoff is back.
Bigger and better
than ever. Another season of Fighting Irish football. It all starts here.
We are indeed.
This is our house. This is our team.
This is ABC57 kickoff.
Notre Dame and Pittsburgh Steelers legend Jerome "the Bus" Bettis returned to campus in January to finish his degree. Since then, he's been spotted all over Michiana, from football practice to Irish basketball games and even local hot spots. I had the chance to sit down with the Hall of Famer for a new segment this season called Bettis on a Bus.
I said to myself in the back of my mind that one day I do plan to come back and get it.
Earning a business degree from Notre Dame is no easy task.
It has been really hard because, I'm thrust into senior classes and I haven't been in school in 30 years.
We got a former quarterback, we got a former tight end, and an anchor. So, yeah, no, 8th grade superstar. And we've got a football toss right here. Malik. Former quarterback Malik Zaire. Let's see what you got.
Call your target. You got to call your target. All right, he's going middle. Let's see what he's got. Lucky lefty.
All right. All right, gentlemen.
Let's see it. Let's get John. Here we go, Bahee.
Oh! It's almost that time. The biggest game of the season, Notre Dame and Ohio State.
That's right, a top 5 matchup. You can feel the energy in the air.
Marcus Freeman is the first head coach in Notre Dame football history to start his tenure 0-3.
That had to be, in a way, a rude awakening to, whoa, this is what being the head coach at Notre Dame can be like.
Yeah, it was a reality check.
Beautiful day here on campus of Notre Dame as the Irish get ready to take on Stanford in prime time.
Even the dinosaur has a beverage here this morning.
The place is rocking right now, and the stadium isn't even full yet.
20th ranked Notre Dame getting ready to take on Navy in the triple option, the dreaded triple option right here on ABC 57. What a great atmosphere, an absolutely beautiful day here in Baltimore. All season long, Notre Dame NFL and broadcasting legend Mike Golick and I have been talking Notre Dame football and having some fun, from pickleball to grilling out. Check out Fun and Games with Golick. Golick.
Hayes. So we'll do rock, paper, scissors to see who calls first.
All right,
here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, I'm first.
Not off to a good start.
Yeah, no, you're not. B3.
hit.
Oh, right out of the gate I smoked you. Wow.
With the same rich tradition
Of the Irish.
Wake up the echoes cheering your name.
Send the volley cheer on high.
Shake down the thunder from the sky.
What though the odds be great or small?
Old Notre Dame will win overall.
You're watching ABC 57 Kickoff.